James, you guys challenged me. You challenged me.
I did. You're right. So I know James is not going to make it. He was having computer issues, which he was having them since the last episode because he got kicked off. Like his computer just restarted out of nowhere.
I will not accept that. He has to be on right now because it's some bullshit. I've been challenged. I have to review 4 movies.
That's true. Well, I mean, because 2 of them you have to kind of compare to each other, like which one's worse, which one's better.
Oh yeah.
And holy shit, you're right about that. You're absolutely right. You're right about that. But before we get into all this fun, this laughter, let's let me drop this intro for you guys really quick. Just had an awesome skateboard session, but Sir Sturdy asked me to do this, so here it goes. Welcome to episode 302 of the Horror with Sir Sturdy podcast. Alligator and Alligator 2. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this movie. And I'm telling you guys right now, Sir Sturdy, you and your friends, you guys fuck this up, I'm gonna bite every single one of you. This is my family's films, so you better enjoy them. Welcome to the madness. Time for me to shut up. So when I chomped like that, I fucking bit my tongue. It hurt my teeth because I did it so hard, and I bit my tongue.
Oh, it's all right. All right. Oh, wait.
I'm so
okay, good. I thought you were catching my echo. Oh, man. Get your party started here because I got lots to say. Tell Chris get his ass in gear.
I'm about to right now. I'm glad you said
He's going to be... I think there's going to be a lot of people upset with my reviews tonight.
Oh, shit. I hope I'm not one of them.
I think everybody will be. Did I freeze?
Nah. No. You better not have.
It looks like I have. I'm not moving.
Oh, shit, you did. You're still, Vamonos, Chris.
I'm still working.
Rapido. That's weird.
I don't know what's going on. Am I jinxed on Sir Sturdy?
There you go. Now your green's back.
Uh-oh. I might have to come out and come back in.
All right. He'll be right back after these messages. There is no messages because there's no commercials. This is podcasting, guys. This is lives. This is technology. This is the internet.
It's not working. I don't know what's going on. It was working the whole time.
It's the curse of Blood Lake, man.
I'm telling you, there's something up here. I'm going to check my camera against something else and see if my camera's working or not.
Turn off your OnlyFans camera. That's what's going on. Make sure your podcast camera's on only.
No, what are you talking about? It has to be. It has to be on at all time. Nope, it's not even working on there. I don't know what's going on. Hold on one sec. All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, he's bouncing again, people. I'm all by myself so far. But I'll keep talking. I'm going to keep talking. And you know what I found out? I'm going to jump into Alligator 2 really, really, really fast. And I'm going to mention this again when we're discussing it. Kane Hodder's in part 2. And for those of you that know me, know I'm a huge Kane Hodder fan. And I didn't know that going into this film. Had no idea. I just didn't know. And the sad thing is I have like the description, not the descriptions, but like the actors, actresses and all that. But he wasn't a main actor in this, so I don't think he was even on the thingy. Like on the IMDb thing for the first 3 people they show for that spot. So in my defense, I'm good with that. But yeah, he's in Alligator 2, Mutation.
It's about time I'm back.
There we go.
There we go. I'm telling you, Sturdy, don't be breaking my stuff because of Blood Lake. If that's the case, I want Blood Lake after tonight to be completely laid to rest.
Listen, man, it's tough. It's tough because for me, so what I'm going to do is switch this up, and it's going to make it tougher for you guys now. Now, I don't know mixed rating. I don't know mixed score for I don't know which movie he hates more than the other as far as Blood Lake and Weed Wolf go, but because technically it is a Surf 30 giveaway, so not including this episode because Mick is going to give us his rating, so I don't want this to affect it. But from here on out, it's going to be what's worse than Blood Lake to Surf 30 that wins you that mug and shirt, just because I cannot fucking stand that movie. And I do the sad / weird / stupid / crazy horror fan, all that craziness. I want to see worse, and then I want to see worse than like I just want it to keep going like a downhill battle to where. And again, the reason why is because I want these movies to be in the conversation because these people did create them at the very least, and if they're able to watch them, if you're able to watch them, say on Tubi or whatever, you might as well give them a shot. Someone might actually be a fan of those, not just the people who created them or like associated with those people, but just outside of that, or it might inspire somebody to say, "Hey, if they did this, I can definitely do better than this at my work," or whatever. So that's how I'm trying to. And I hate Blood Lake, but I try to say nice things too about stuff. But I want to show you guys something really cool I got earlier. I'll just show you one of them for now. I'll show you guys after. But
where'd you get that?
So my friend Eric makes these Horror Man Cave, which I'll connect you with him, Mick. But he makes a lot of mini busts. Like I said, I'll show you guys after the show. He made like some alien thing. I forgot what movie it's from. The Gator. Gage. Not Gage, sorry. What's the cat's name? No, it is. No, that's the son. I know it. Oh, what the fuck? It's a gray cat.
It's not gray. In Alien?
Well, no, not Alien. I just said Alien. I meant Pet Cemetery cat.
Church.
Thank you so much. Church. You got a little mini bust of Church.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he makes some cool shit. So Mick, before we even get into these Alligator movies, we have to know how you felt about Blood Lake and Weed Wolf. And you watched them both this week?
Oh, yeah. Because I had to watch Blood lake for Plot Roast.
That's right. Oh, damn, you had a Kelvin week then, that means.
How did you not swallow a barrel?
I hate you guys so much.
How did you not swallow a barrel?
We love you, Mick, so much. That's why we had you do this.
Incredible strength of will.
Oh, my God.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going to give you my rundown.
Okay.
I'm going to rate each of them and tell you which one I think is the worst movie. Now, before I do that, I'm going to maintain and tell everybody these are two terrible movies that you should not watch. But
I disagree.
No, I completely. In fact, Casey is so mad that we're followed the stupids up with Blood Lake. He's like putting a ban for a while on like really bad movies being recommended.
You know what? That makes me so happy. Just because I know I'm a part of that. Like, I didn't pick the stupids. Whoever did that, congratulations to you. You're amazing. I wish you the best of luck in life. Oof. And then there's me, Blood Lake. Like, if it wasn't for me, just think about this. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't watch Blood Lake. Chris wouldn't watch Blood Lake. James, Kelvin, Joe, and a bunch of other people.
It's nothing to be proud of. To be quite
yes, it
honest
is.
With you.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Not.
You know why? Here's why it is. Because now we all have that bond.
I could live without that bond. I still would have watched his podcast without knowing that we watched the same horrible movie.
But we have that. We all have that bond. It's like a family now. Like we're yeah.
It's like we went through war. You're
basically,
right.
Hell and more like we got gang raped together. But okay.
I wouldn't.
That is way worse, and I don't know that it's far off, but I will tell you. All right, Chris. Sturdy, Are you ready?
Yeah,
I was born ready.
Yeah, I'm really ready.
Now I'm going to start with my rating for each, and I'm going to tell you which one. Just because one may be rated one way, I'm going to tell you which one I think is worse.
Shit,
perfect.
But I want to be able. I need to be able to explain myself after, depending on who gets mad.
No problem.
Okay. Weed Wolf. My rating for Weed Wolf is a 2. Because I don't do negatives. zeros or negatives.
Uh-oh.
You got it?
He left. He did that on his own. I didn't do that.
All right. Well, Chris, if you're listening, which you're probably not because you just signed out, I miss you. It's a 2, but the reason that it's a 2 is because this is a comparison ranking to Blood Lake, and Blood Lake is a 1. Now, Weed Wolf should never be watched. It's a 2 because it's a comparison ranking. Now, if I have anything, I say they're zeros and never watch either of them. But here's the deal. My reasoning for this is Blood Lake is worse than Weed Wolf because at least Weed Wolf, the racist, misogynistic piece of garbage that it is.
There was titties.
Jesus Christ, Sturdy. Is that your line?
I had to throw it out there. I'm just.
How do you not watch Joe Bob?
You know what? I need to because.
Yeah, this whole thing is the 3 B's: blood, beasts, and boobs.
See, I say blood, guts, and boobs, BGB. So I gotta watch it.
Go.
I gotta watch it.
The whole thing about Weed Wolf is it's a disaster, but it is exactly what they intended it to be. They wanted that grindhouse feel. They wanted that. So there was a basis. Everything behind it was terrible, and they shouldn't have done it. It should not exist. It should belong in a Necronomicon, locked away forever. But the reason it's better than Blood Lake is because at least it knew what it was. Blood Lake tried to be everything else and missed on every conceivable mark. Blood Lake had no idea what it wanted to be. And that is why, in my opinion, it is the worst of the 2 movies.
Holy shit.
Even though they should both be trapped in a steel box, welded shut, and never talked about again. I still maintain that this should be it. This should be it. We should never mention them ever again.
But you have to discuss them on Plot Roast. And hang on, Mick, really?
I know I do.
Remember how last Thursday, there was some guy, I don't know if it was you or not, you might have a doppelganger, it might be multiverse or whatever. There was someone that looked just like you, sounded just like you, everything that said you wanted to have a watch party on your Discord of Blood Lake, and you invited us. You basically told us we're coming.
You made me rewatch it, and then I realized I might have been drunk the night that you first made me watch it. It's so bad. And
you
listen,
that was a bad idea.
My official ranking for both is 0.
That works.
Hands down. But if I have to do a comparison ranking, it's a 2 versus a 1 because I cannot put Blood Lake above it. Also, I will not let Joe have a t-shirt and a mug. Because that was an abomination she showed us. So she does not deserve anything for that. She has to go and do her penance and talk to a priest or whatever else, because there must be some kind of possession going on. I can't do it. It's the worst. I implore everybody out there watching and listening. If you saw Chris last week and you saw how upset he was completely within his right to be that.
Just imagine how much more mad he would have been if he watched both movies in the same week or the same day.
I did.
He probably wouldn't even.
It made me want to watch Blood Lake. That's how bad that was. It made me want to rewatch Blood Lake. Like I was like, I'd rather watch Blood Lake right now.
But let's say if they were your first time watches back to back,
you never would have saw me again.
That's true.
Weed Wolf. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm legal to live here, but I'm calling ICE on myself after this one, Aaron. You took it too fucking far.
My problem is, Weed Wolf, the only reason it edges it out in the comparison rating is, like I said, because it actually it knows what it was supposed to be. My problem is, this is literally Capitol rioters who made this movie. That is what this movie was made by. And It's a disaster of epic proportions and should not be shown anywhere.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Capitol rioters.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, they had a man-child dressed up as a Boy Scout pretending to be a deputy.
Yeah.
The mere fact that exists shows me that they were Capitol rioters.
Because so far, so here's what I want to do now. This is just for fun, but this can also get you a 30-second plug on Horror Research 30. You can plug your show, your podcast, whatever you have, but you also have to let us know your rating for Blood Lake and Weed Wolf. So you have to watch both movies. Like, actually watch them. Prove that you're watching them, whatever. And then, hey, look, this is so-and-so, and on periodic episodes, I'll just play your clip. Hey, come check me out on TikTok. Show your TikTok name. Here's my Blood Lake rating. Here's my Weed Wolf rating. And so what I'm going to do with this is no, like, giveaways or nothing. This is just something to pop that up on there for you guys to promote yourselves. And then on top of that, I'll say, I know Blood Lake. I feel like Blood Lake's never going to get beat. So if a movie does beat Blood Lake, or if a movie beats Weed Wolf in Chris's terms and Kelvin's terms and all that, in Joe's terms, I guess, then those will be it'll be Blood Lake and whatever until, and that's how you can kind of, because I know people like to get themselves promoted and all that, and like, this is an easy way. Well, it's a fucking tough way.
No, it's
or you can donate to, or you could just donate to my Cash App. But
no, here's the problem, Sturdy. Here's your problem. You can't offer promotion for people to watch. First of all, stop telling people to watch these movies. Again, it's like making them read the Necronomicon for fun. Hey, you shouldn't do it. It's wrong.
Listen,
it's wrong.
It's a horror podcast. They need to go through some scary, terrible shit.
Then watch. There's plenty of scary, terrible shit that they should understand. If you're going to make
for your
people
opinion
watch
on what's
this
good
movie,
and what's bad. Oh, he's stuck.
Uh-oh.
If you're going to make people watch this movie, you cannot offer you cannot offer free promotion. You have to offer fellatio.
No,
I was gonna say it's like, yo, you
have to put their dicks in your nose.
Absolutely not. Holy shit! So something tells me make it like either one of these movies.
That is the only thing that these movies deserve.
Well, I'm not offering that.
No,
I'm not
that's
sure
terrible, man. Come on, we got to fix this wheel. We got to fix this wheel.
No, that wasn't on the wheel. So,
and I'm telling you all not to watch these movies.
Hey man, that's the risk. You're taking that risk.
Oh
shit!
If you want it that bad, Sturdy will fillet you.
No, he won't.
Or he will hire a hooker to do so.
I won't do that. You can buy your own hooker and pretend I hired her for you if you want.
Can we talk about some good movies?
Yes, we can. I just want to say this too.
Okay, Radar brings up a good point. So which one should I definitely not watch first? Asking for a friend that is horrible timing for my question.
That's a tough question. Because I think Blood Lake is way worse. I would say watch it first to get it over with. But Chris, if you watched the episode last week, he got really angry. We all got mad watching these movies. I wasn't so mad watching Weed Wolf, but Blood Lake, angry. James, that's why he's not here tonight. His computer's messed up.
He's done. He didn't want to hear it anymore.
But yeah, it's. I honestly take a quarter out of your pocket or any type of change. Matter of fact, take a penny out of your pocket. These movies don't even deserve a quarter, so take a penny out of your pocket. Heads, Blood Lake, tails, Weed Wolf, and just flip that coin wherever it lands on, whatever's face up. Just watch
The Evil Dead instead. There you go. Do that. Watch anything else.
I'm almost positive I said I'd rather get a hand job from Edward Scissorhands.
You did say that.
Have watched this movie. So just take that for what that is. Well, it would be a bloody mess.
The fact that you watched both the movies means you deserve a hand job from Sturdy.
He doesn't.
Oh, God damn. Oh, shit. Stop it. Stop it.
Look at this. See, and I like this. The thing is, here I'm going to tell you guys one more time why I like this stuff.
Your good choice ain't nobody call nobody for you.
The reason why I enjoy this kind of stuff right here is because I feel, for me,
Is he filing his nails right now?
I am. I have a freaking I don't know what the hell you call it. Is it a hangnail?
Hangnail.
Yeah, those are the worst.
It's fucking annoying.
Those are the worst compared to Weed Wolf and fucking Blood Lake.
Oh no, I'd rather have a hangnail than fucking watch those movies.
I'd rather have an ingrown nail that needs to be surgically removed, and I'd rather do it with no anesthesia. No numbing, just do it. Go ahead, Toe Doc.
I'm going as Weed Wolf for Halloween, aka the Spirit Halloween werewolf costume.
Yeah, just wear the werewolf costume and get high.
Oh god,
that's all it is.
Why do you want to go through it if we already went through it?
Nobody wants to go through it.
Don't do it.
It's because it's intriguing. It's one of those weird
victimizing
things.
yourself.
Let me ask you this: would you rather live through a hostile type situation or watch these movies again? We're thinking, right?
I'd watch the movies again, but I'd want to do it on a live with people and just talk about them as we're watching them.
Okay, I got it. Would you rather blow a guy or watch these movies?
Watch the shot in the face. I choose the shot in the face for 300, Alex.
Good for you, man.
All right. I feel like that answer right there, James would have said something like that, or just because you said that, James would have said something crazier just to one up you.
I think he means it. I think he's out. He's just done.
You can get it in the eye and everything. I don't. Just go ahead.
I think he's just done. I think he will never watch him again. I don't blame him.
But no, the reason, what I was gonna say, all joking aside, the reason why I enjoy shit like this is because I feel when there's movies that you say are really, really good horror. I'm just with horror, but I guess you can say with anything. Oh, this movie's amazing, blah 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 blah, and you go and check it out, and you're really disappointed. With really shitty movies like these two, you're not lying. There's no, and so because I'm the type of person, I like to just go and someone's this movie's horrible, don't watch it. I'm fuck that shit, it can't be that bad. And then you're just Jesus Christ, why? But I just feel I have to. And these are the type of films where it's I've actually heard a few people say they've enjoyed Blood Lake. I have not heard from them since, so I hope that they're getting evaluated and all that stuff.
There's a reason
rehabilitated.
For that. Somebody was like, "You don't deserve to live," so they took him out.
Yeah,
but no, it's just one of those things. But we can jump into Alligator.
A good movie.
Yes.
Mind you, I said a good movie.
He did.
I didn't say two good movies. Although I do have a very soft spot in my heart for Alligator too.
Me too. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind, honestly. And
it's so bad though.
It is, but I didn't hate it. But it wasn't fuck it. Let's just start with 2. You know what it was with 2 that I didn't like about it? It was like a bad mob movie with just an alligator in it, not an alligator movie. And that right there, and the fucking carnival part towards the end of the movie, where the alligator's just chasing people, legs aren't moving. It just looks like you could tell he's on something, just rolling. It shit looks fake as fuck. In that one scene, I mean, there's more scenes, but that one scene, it really fucking stood out. I just laughed. I'm what the fuck?
Well, the crazy part about part 2, let's start with part 2.
Yes.
Because I feel like we're going to have a lot to say about part 1. If you guys are cool. Your show. I'm just bringing it up.
Yeah. I already said let's just jump on part 2, which I do got to say this, Mick. I did call you out on TikTok and call you out again right here on the live because you got kicked off and came back. So you didn't tell me Kane Hodder was in this, Mick. You know how I feel about that guy.
I was saving it for the show.
You're making it a surprise for me because you care.
Because there's another star that worked on the first one I'm going to share with you.
Ooh.
He's not on camera, but he is a huge star that worked on the first movie.
Okay.
Nice.
And we'll get to that when we get to the first one. But Alligator 2, yes. I mean, you have some really recognizable faces. D. Wallace Stone's in it.
Yes.
The Rucker Howard looking dude who's the bad guy in Invasion in the USA, and tons of other stuff. He was the main hillbilly hunter.
Okay.
Joseph Bologna, the cop, Hodges. Come on.
I was gonna say that name. I'm terrible with names, but that I remember seeing that name in the credits before. I don't know what the hell I was watching, but
he always played the slovenly dad, who was just kind of like the slob who went to work every day. He had a TV show with Matt LeBlanc from Friends.
I thought so.
Yeah, it was a spin-off of Married with Children. He played the dad, Matt LeBlanc played the son, and they kind of lived together, and it was just them kind of like living life as like poor schlubs.
Oh,
so it's it was very, very like canceled after like 10 episodes.
Very canceled.
Yeah, yeah, it's Joseph Bologna. So he always like popped up in things. The whole thing about this Alligator 2 and the fact that it has like this whole corruption deal. First of all, it's the 90s, so everything had to be toxic waste dumping. Every bad guy was a toxic waste dumper. Literally, that's why I still don't understand how Trump got fucking elected. This isn't going to be a political thing, but you always had the shady real estate guy who was the bad guy in the 80s, or the toxic waste dumper, or they did both. Literally, almost every movie. Fucking Karate Kid Part 3 at Terry Silva. You know, like you can go days with it.
Yes, you can.
So when Donald Trump got elected, I'm like, did none of you grow up in the 80s and 90s? He was literally the basis for all of these bad guys. He was literally
very true. You're very, very true.
Now, wherever your political leanings go, I'm just saying, like literally every movie in the 80s and 90s that had that type of corrupt bad guy was the basis for it. So going forward and watching this, I'm like, first of all, they're trying. It's funny because Alligator was a ripoff of Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
And Jaws, the book, had mob corruption in it, where they're trying to like squeeze the town for money. The mayor was very corrupt. Most of the stuff that happened in Alligator 2 happened in the book in some sort of way or fashion in Jaws, the book, which Spielberg was smart to leave out of the movie.
Oh, I got a question for you, Mick. So in Alligator 2, because I remember I did the audiobook of Jaws, but I remember there was like some sexual things in that book, a lot of it.
Yeah,
was that what Hooper
hooks
and
up the mom? Yes. Not the mom, the wife. In the book,
and that, they go out on a date. They go out somewhere, and
they hook up. They fuck.
Yes.
Let's just say it for what it is. They watch Blood Lake together.
No, they didn't do that.
they gave each other services that will get you will get if you watch Blood Lake and Weed Wolf.
Well, by those services, if you mean getting your, hey, this is so and so, this is my TikTok or my YouTube, blah 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 blah. I watch these movies. This is what I think about them. I hated them. Hey, remember the phone call when she was like, "Make sure you're hungry," and he was like, "I'm starving." My mind went right to eating out. And I ain't talking about a restaurant either. Right to it. I'm like, did they really just throw that in there? They did. Yeah. They did. And I just
hardcore.
Of course they did.
Because that became like when Brody came back and Hooper died, because Hooper died in the book.
Yep.
It was like, well, is this a situation where, did he kill him? Like, it's going to leave doubt and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, but regardless of all that, you go to Alligator 2, which decidedly says, okay, we're going to make a carbon copy of the first one with it somehow a less sexually driven and slob of a main character than the first one. I love Robert Forster. Robert Forster is great, and I love him in the movie, and we will get to that one. But how are you going to follow up 10 years later with fucking Joseph Bologna to Robert Forster and this dude's just wearing his oversized 90s clothes as a cop. Yep. And first of all, he knows everyone at that fucking lake. Everyone at that fucking lake he's friends with. Yep. Like, what do you do on your lunch breaks? You just talk to people randomly at the lake feeding ducks and shit?
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean, he's like the nicest cop of all time. Because, like, he has, like, I don't know. He has no bearing to go find this alligator. In the first one, you get it because it's like he's the cop that stumbles upon it. He's the cop that nobody believes and knows it's out there. This one, everybody knows this fucking thing is out there. Yep. And he's straight up like, I'll take care of it. Like, go home, dude. It's your birthday. What the fuck are you doing? You don't need to do this.
Yo, really quick. Here's the thing that bothered me, because his wife she just wanted it. She was like, look, when her and the son made the little video, the little cute birthday video, and then she was like, at the end, she's like, he's going to his grandparents' house, so we have the house to ourselves, and she winked a few times. Yo, Yeah, I'm on my way home right now. I wouldn't even care what the fuck that person was talking to me about in my ear. I wouldn't hear shit. I gotta go. I gotta go home. Get home. Fucking because it's back in the day. So instead of fucking just turning your phone off like these, just unplug the phone from the wall. That's all you gotta do back in the day, people. Unplug the phone
Leave
from
it off the hook.
or leave it off the hook. It'll just seem busy.
Like,
and
they already have a nickname for him within that town. I think they call him like Solo Sabin or something like that. That's his nickname for all the people by that lake. That because they're like, I don't know, he's like the friendly cop or whatever.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever, cool. But at what point do you go, hey, giant mutant fucking alligators out of my purview, guys? I'm a cop.
Exactly.
You know, can I go home now? Like, all right, I'll handle the corruption.
Yeah.
But alligators out of my purview.
You already know.
Like, don't we have animal control for that? Like, that's Parks and Recs. Like, I'm good. Like,
and I like Brock Peters as like the police captain, who is his friend. This is his friend.
Yeah.
This is his friend. I need to point this out, like, with emphasis. His friend. Because the mayor's like, they're off the force. Well, I'm going to send them after the alligator. Okay. That's your fucking friend.
Yeah.
And the rookie.
Yep.
This whole thing was a fucking nightmare. I'm reacting it now. I watched it today and I'm like, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, I watched them back to back.
So yeah.
I still, compared to the first one, it's makes absolutely no sense.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. I mean, no, not at all. Even less than the first one does.
And there's no gore to it. Like, the first one had some hardcore gore.
Yes. And there's actually a scene, which we'll get to it, that I've heard about years, because both of these movies is my first time watching for me. But people kept talking about the one. There's a certain kill in the first one that people talked about, and I'm just like, oh shit, there it is. I was hoping it'd be a little bit better, but
no.
Oh shit, there it is.
I feel like the second one was. I feel like the second one was just a little bit better shot, maybe like the way they edited or shot it, put it together. Yeah. It was just a little bit better. But other than that, there was
nothing.
Well, the original was a grindhouse film.
Okay.
We had because that it was like towards the end of Grindhouse. Robert Forster was famous for like exploitation movies and grindhouse movies, and this was definitely a grindhouse film. So like it was probably shot on like short ends film stock and stuff like that, and it just wasn't well lit, not a lot of budget. But that second one, you could tell, yeah, they're like, hey, let's redo it, and you just had probably a bigger budget at that point because D. Wallace Stone. I mean, shit, this is after all of her movies.
Yeah.
E.T. and everything. Like, all the stars that were in it were actually stars at that point. They weren't A-listers, but they were stars at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, I could definitely see it.
They didn't do that bad as far as monetary goes. The first one, I think, was like 1.7 to make, and it made like 7, like 6, 9, 7, something like that. So, I mean, they did all right financially. I don't know what the second one did, though. I didn't end up looking that one up.
It did not do
well.
But
still, it's like, the second one was okay at best, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not something that I'm running to the top of the fucking, building or running down the hall screaming people need to go see or anything like that. Definitely just like, if it's on, I mean, if you catch it and you got the patience, go ahead. You know what I mean? You might find something about it you like, you might not, but it's a movie.
I will probably never watch this movie again.
Yeah.
But the first one I will definitely.
If you're on his Patreon, Plot Roast, Alligator, any movie that Mick says he hates, Plot Roast that movie, and he has to watch it again and review it. But you have to be a part of it.
And it doesn't have to be one I hate. No, come on, make it fun.
Yeah, thank you. For some reason, he loves being a fucking masochist. Like, I don't get it.
Listen, that's just how I am with this stuff. That's just how I am. Let's okay, people. Let's do 2 good and 1 bad. So let's go 2 good, 1 bad, or 2 bad, 1 good.
You've overreached with your bad.
No, I didn't give you Regal. I gave you Blood Lake, which just happened. You just watched The Stupids, so his next movie should be good, guys. Let's give him a good one for the next Plot Roast. But again, hit up his Patreon because that's the only way you're gonna be able to pick.
Yeah, you have to pay me to watch your movies.
and this is why I say the bad ones, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna pay for this. I might as well make him watch. If I'm gonna pay for this, let me really be entertained. Let me what I want Mick to flip out and throw his hat across the room. He has watched this shitty ass movie.
That's I don't need your Patreon.
Yeah,
Cancel account. Like
saying.
Blocked.
You save all the jokes just for Patreon.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I wish they made this more of a killer gator movie for part 2, more so.
Mm.
Just because I still want to, like, I want to see a really awesome, good, like a fun, well, not even fun, just like a good story, similar to how like Jaws is. It'd be cool to see other animal horror. It's like, I'm not gonna say up there with Jaws, because I don't think anything is as far as animal horror goes. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen,
I guess
Lake Placid is probably the best alligator movie.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I forgot all about that. So you guys mentioned it.
Usually,
you guys are probably right.
I would probably watch Alligator more than I would Lake Placid, because of Forrester alone.
Gotcha.
And it's just weird. It's a weird fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I love it. But Lake Placid is the better alligator movie.
The better overall movie, yeah.
Yeah, no, I will say Alligator 2. The thing that pissed me off is like they got so convoluted with it. This fucking idiot is pouring toxic waste in this lake in this city that he's trying to buy. He's trying to buy the real estate in this area to sell off his condos. So why are you pouring your toxic waste? It makes no fucking sense. At least really the first one. The first one, it was like animal testing, and they had to get rid of the bodies because they didn't want PETA to find out. Like, I was like, I got that. I was like, that's all you had to say. That's it. I was like, I get it. I know where you're evil. You're dumping them in the sewers so nobody finds out.
Or maybe dumping in the town next to it for whatever reason. Either for whatever reason, you dump it in the town next to it, and then kind of just, but maybe not that either, because it's still gonna fuck up your. Yeah, it makes no sense.
That's not what they did though. These idiots fucking are like, hey, let's dump it at the far end of the sewer, river sewer. A river sewer, like, because I remember my kid came in and was like, "What are all those things in the sewer?" I was like, "They're trying to make it look like a swamp." I don't fucking know. That doesn't happen in Los Angeles. I don't know what they're doing.
I have no idea. They're just doing
Lord have mercy.
Like all those tall weeds in the sewer, and I'm like, how are they growing? There's no fucking sunlight.
Exactly.
Did they just put them there? Well, they did because it's a set dressing, but it makes no sense.
Radioactive materials giving off light, which is just enough to make our algae grow into full-blown trees and shit.
Boom.
Like,
there you go. That's what they're thinking too.
And then fucking Captain the Planet comes in.
Turtles.
Bring those fuckers in.
At least that turned out to be a good thing with the turtles when they were polluting, pouring that shit down.
Wait, was there evildoer in the turtles that was an alligator?
Yes. Yeah. In the cartoon.
There you go. This is where he came from. This
I don't think he was that evil though. Wasn't he like the hillbilly one that like they went down to like Louisiana one time in the bayou and like they met him? That. It was very weird, and it was just to sell another toy, a mutant toy.
Hey, it worked. It worked.
Weird. It did. I bought it. You know what I didn't buy? The plot of Alligator 2: The Mutation.
Wow.
I don't think anybody did. It was just, I had fun with it. Like you guys were saying, I had fun with it. If it was on TV, I may watch it if nothing else is on, but it's not something I'm going to race to. It was just,
You know what always cracks me up, and they do it forever, is when you watch Jaws and you have Brody. He was a New York City cop who got shot, and to kind of like get out of that hardcore life, his wife made him move and become the sheriff of a small beach town.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole premise. He had that accent because he was a New York City cop, and that all that was to prove he was a fish out of water in a small town that he didn't really understand.
Yeah.
But every fucking movie with a cop now has a fucking New York accent, no matter where it takes place. These two movies, both cops have New York accents. One takes place in Chicago or Missouri. We're not 100% sure. And the other one takes place in Los Angeles. What the fuck? I don't.
it's that stereotype. When you think cop, you think of beat cop from New York. Like, I don't get it either.
But it's like, all right, New York doesn't have, they don't have a hold on like the toughest cops of all time. And I don't care. I'm not like saying the cops have to be tough or anything. I don't give a shit.
I get what you're saying though.
But I'm like, you're in Chicago.
Right.
I have a Chicago accent. Try. You're an actor. But even then, like, you push past that and you're like, all right, but it's Robert Forster. He sold the movie. He was the big star. It was a grindhouse film. I don't know why it takes place in Missouri, because we see a fucking sign that says Missouri, but then they say Chicago half the movie, and then but everybody has a New York City accent, so it makes no fucking sense to me. But they shot it in L.A. God damn it, this whole thing is confusing. Then you get to Alligator 2, which takes place in Los Angeles, and all the cops except for the rookie cop have New York accents, because that's what cops do in Los Angeles, I guess. But why not just cast somebody from New York? Or cast somebody who doesn't... I don't know. Fuck, I'm done.
You really gave this just some deep thought. Well, okay, so really quick, Mick, what is your... Because I forgot to do it earlier, but what is your rating on Alligator 2?
Probably a 4. Yeah. Because I won't rewatch it too often. Like, I mean, this is the first time I've watched it since like the 90s.
You're welcome. No, actually, no, I can't. This was you. These are your picks. I forgot.
I do think they're a good pair. I think if you can watch them, it annoys me that they set it up perfectly in the first one to have a second movie in Chicago, and they completely fucking. I don't know. I don't know. A 4. I'm just gonna go a 4. Now I'm annoyed. I annoyed myself with my review.
You see? See how fun that is?
No, it's not fun, you dick.
Chris, I gotta get him a dictionary, Mick, so he can like understand what these words he used means. Like, fun is not painful or draining. Fun is like, yay, exuberant, energetic, hurrah! Not god damn it. Like, nobody who's having fun ever goes, god damn it.
I appreciated some of the things I saw in it. But it is a hokey movie, and compared to the first one, it is far less.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about you, Chris? What's your rating for this?
3.5. Like, I was torn on 3 or 4. I'll split the difference with it. Like, I wasn't mad that I watched it. It kept my attention for most of it. It just plot holes everywhere. The acting was borderline. Visuals were okay. I did enjoy like the aspect of the alligator and like how big they made it seem in this one, but like you said, there was a lot of the shit that they tried doing practical shit for, and it just wasn't the time for that type of animal movement and shit like that. They didn't have the technology, they didn't have methods, or they could have thought of methods, but they didn't to make it look more animated in its movements and shit like that. But other than that, I mean, it was okay. Like I preferred, once we get to it, I preferred the scene of the alligator going down the street overhead in the first one, which if you're just looking at it, it's like, and you're not paying attention to it, you're like, oh shit, that shit looks fucking huge. But then if you pay attention and you're looking at it, you can tell it's like toy cars with a baby, an adolescent alligator, and it's like, okay, so they made the scales of things look, which still worked and looked fine, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But on the second one, they just tried to make it really huge. They chopped it up well enough so like the big ass tail hitting shit and bashing the car and shit.
Yeah.
And
how fucking bad was that tail?
Yeah.
Like the one dude that it slowly comes up to and hits him, and then all of a sudden he like flies against the wall at 90 miles an hour. And it's like, what? Was your budget spent on a tail? Because we didn't see him.
The Lincoln that it just kept beating the car shit. And
oh my god!
Just kept crushing the old man in there and like.
Yo, that scene right there, yo, I could not understand. Like, yo, drive. Matter of fact, that big thing's in the way. Go put it in reverse, like, because I feel like they made it. They showed you about 25 times the back of the car. There's nobody there. All the cars are like parked on the sides. Like you could have just necked straight up. Get a Yui and just left, but you just decided to sit there.
And you just watch the shit. If you're the old man, I don't care how old you are, how much your joints hurt. I don't give a fuck. You are getting out of that motherfucker, and at best, leaving the fucking driver in the car while you're gone. Like you're backtracking it.
Not even that though. What took them so long to leave? Because remember when the one dude tries to get in the car with him, the old dude locks the door. Like, what took you so long? Why were you still just sitting there? The gator was way over there at one point. Like, nowhere.
I blame the driver. I blame the driver because I don't care what anybody says. If I'm doing a job or nothing, my ass is getting in the car. I'm the driver. I'm the fuck out of there, whether I got them passengers with me or not. Bye.
You two are asking all the wrong questions. The right question you should be asking is, this alligator that clearly is just trying to attack and eat people, and there was an entire backyard of people all around him. Why did he go for the car? Why? How did the alligator know anybody was in the car? There was literally people standing next to the alligator while he was trying to get in the car.
Yep.
They showed him where the car was. He's like, where's that motherfucker at?
Now I'm getting him confused. Was it this one or the first one that he tried eating the maid waitress lady?
That was the first one.
That was the first one, okay.
Because you didn't really see him eat anybody in this one.
Yeah, okay.
This one was kind of covered up a bit. The first one, though, did not. It was kind of relentless. Like, they went out.
I liked it.
And they did.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I definitely like the vibe of it. I did like... Are we moving on? Or, Sturdy, what did you give this one?
Oh, I am giving this one a 4.5.
I don't care.
Okay.
I
don't care.
A 4.5.
That seems on par. That seems on par with all of our rating systems.
It's one like.
I'd love to hear what you guys rated the first one. Though.
I had fun with I enjoyed the first one, so I'm going into the second one. I'm like, hopefully they can, because they can make a pretty decent thing. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be great, but they can make a pretty decent thing if they just follow what they did in part one. Maybe twist up make it look a little bit better, of course, but change the story up maybe a little bit. But they went fucking mob boss. Like, this is an 80s film. This was a 90. It came out 90 or 91. This is a 90s film, so we have to do the mob thing and all this other shit. And I'm like, you did not have to do that. You did not have to do that. And they did it. They did it. They did that typical, this is what's popular like around now.
Well, like you said, they picked the eco-terrorist / entrepreneur fucking wannabe Trump guy. I mean, that it is what it is for the time,
Yeah, but that was, yeah. Oh, we're going back to Canada.
Nowadays, it's the billionaire that's got like a secret fucking army and fucking like all these secret fucking experiments that occurs, and they got a whole fucking following and shit. But yeah, all right.
Well, the first one I think deserves. The first one had a really good lineup of people. Like, Louis Teague directed it, who directed Cujo. He directed Jewel of the Nile.
Okay.
What other movies? He directed like movies that like were at least like really popular for the time. Cat's Eye, which I love. John Sayles wrote the movie.
Finally, The Crow.
John Sayles written tons of shit.
Okay, The Crow.
Wait, are we?
For Tuesday. No, you can keep talking though, Mick.
Oh, there we go.
Crow.
I like how I was talking.
I was nervous it was going to be a bad movie, and you guys were like, you know what? I'm just going to
have to do this one by yourself.
I'm just going to stop podcasting in general. Like, I'm quitting my own show. Hashtag fuck sturdy. Let's just relax.
Hashtag you get to fuck sturdy if you watch these two movies.
Wow.
Listen, Sturdy's not into that silly stuff, and Sturdy's a very happily married man. No.
So you get to watch Sturdy's wife fuck him? No.
No. Leave her out of this too.
Never that. It's just sturdy. That's what you get. But you get sturdy. You don't get the man. You get the character.
That's not me. You don't get my statue either. If that's what you guys are thinking, you don't get that.
You get to see if it fits. No, let me.
I'm
filling out for James tonight. I'm sorry.
It sounds like it. Oh shit!
I love it.
So with part one, I'm ready to give you guys my rating. I'm gonna give this one a 7.
Okay.
I want to hear yours, Chris.
For me. To be honest with you, I didn't have a bad time with this one. Other than that, it feels dated watching it nowadays. I gave it a 6. yeah, there was a few things that were all over the place in it, but at the same time, it definitely wasn't as bad as this motherfucker here.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Mine's an 8. I love this movie.
Okay.
I appreciate it for what it is. I love the fact that everybody fucks with him about his hairline.
Yeah. That was
everybody's just super shitty with him. Like, oh yeah, your hairline. I like a man with a hairline like that. It's like, what? Like, everybody calls out this dude's hairline. Like, shut the fuck up.
Like,
and it's all bald people.
Who's your hairdresser? You need to see a hairdresser. Sooner or later, it's just gonna cascade over, and no one's even gonna see you. Like, what?
Like, he still has a full head of hair. Yeah, it's thinning, but like, it's straight up horseshoe bald people who are calling him out on his hair.
Well, the one blonde dude has some pretty fabulous hair at the beginning. The one older cop there that had like the nice swoops.
Sure. If you just comb it over. Like, shut the fuck up. I think my favorite is although like Robert Forster, like, still in great shape. He's like the best shaped cop. He took his shirt off and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this dude's ripped. For the 80s. I didn't even think they had abs in the 80s. Everybody just looked like they were 90 years old by 1980. It didn't matter what in 1980, my dad was 30, and he looked like he was a 45-year-old man. It's a way different world. It's just cigarettes and beer really changed people back then.
Yes,
unpreserved.
Yes.
So my point to that is this dude.
Cocaine got him.
That's true.
But I'm just saying, people in the society
in those days, the drugs, the LSD, the coke, all kinds of shit, the crazy sex parties.
Now, the doctor in this movie was the little girl from 12 years earlier who got the alligator.
Aww.
Grown up. Yeah, so now, she was like 12, so now she's like a doctor at 22, 24, whatever.
She must have been really
I'll let it go. She's really smart. He bedded her so fast.
Yeah.
He legit sat on that couch and goes, let's go get something to eat after we hook up because I always need to eat to keep my metabolism. Like, he gave like this straight up, like, we need to hook up so I can go eat to get my metabolism right. And she bought in hook, line, and sinker.
Hey, man, that was
he got her faster than he got the alligator. He was in, dude.
It's like, all right.
That was the one thing I'm just like, did they?
Uh-oh.
Like, he got her in bed quicker than anybody who watches Blood Lake or Weed Wolf will get Aaron into bed.
A lot quicker because it's not going to happen.
It's
not going to happen. That's why.
Thank you, man.
He got her into bed in minutes. You have to actually take 3.5 hours of your time and buy dinner.
He did, though.
He pulled it real quick. Then he pissed her off, and then he went to her house, and like, she was still mad at him. They walked in the bedroom to talk, and he threw her on the bed, and she was like, "I'm all in." And he was just like, "Yeah, you have really nice tits."
He did say that. He was like, "You're really smart. You have really nice tits." It's the smoothest motherfucker I know, I guess.
Jesus Christ, right?
All right, guys. So what we've learned is maybe use these lines in your significant others to get some. Because he did it. And that wasn't even his girl.
I still use the Billy Club, so I just use the Caveman Club. Ugga, fuck. Come with me now, woman.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
James would be proud.
That was a more problematic line than anything in this movie.
That was a more
Chris is just like, Captain Caveman.
And son.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
It's true story.
Jesus Christ. Dude, this movie though is very unapologetic. It straight up murdered a child in it.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. And that like,
I'm surprised none of us touched on the dog shit yet.
What dog shit?
With all the dead dogs and them snatching up fucking strays and dogs out of people's backyards, killing them and watching them dump them into the sewer and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it was messed up. And I really hope this did not have actual dead dogs in it because it was screwed up, man. I was watching that and I'm looking at my puppy like, oh, I would never let you.
I was actually watching this movie with both of my dogs. One was laying on the stroller, one was laying on the couch just chilling.
I'm surprised they didn't have a coup and fucking revolt on you and just eat you. Like, you ain't getting us like this.
Nah, they know better.
They're like,
how messed up is it that they had like 30 dead dogs in this movie and the alligator didn't kill one?
No,
it ate them, but it didn't kill any of them.
No, it was from those fucking those experiments where they're trying to do all kinds of crazy.
They just dumped those bodies.
Dumped them in the. Everything's gonna go in the fucking sewer.
Fucked up was that doctor when he's like, "I need puppies, not dogs."
I was like,
puppies.
Wait, what? Like, oh yeah, this one movie could not be made today.
Mm-mm. And then the kid killed. Like,
no.
But they.
How about that kid?
What was crazy about that, right, was so they're walking the plank or whatever. Their mother's inside just calling them, not paying attention, of course. That's kids. Kids do that shit. But he lifts up his blindfold and he's like screaming. And I don't know how they don't see that
big ass gator.
No, he sees it, but his siblings don't see it until after they push him in the water. Until after they push him in the fucking
That's
pool.
the thing that fucked me up. And that's the thing that really fucked me up. Like, was like, this kid saw what was going to happen to him. And he's like, no. And like, they fucking straight up like, get in. Hey, first of all, what the fuck, dickheads? There are people walking around with jackets. Why are you making this kid go in a pool?
Yep.
Little assholes. At his own party, which is the worst fucking thing. It's his own birthday party.
Would that technically be considered, what is that, manslaughter?
I don't. It's technically considered they should have thrown those other two kids in with them. Like, fuck those kids.
Like criminally negligent homicide and endangering a minor or some shit. I watch a lot of fucking Law and Order.
But
what if the kid didn't know how to swim? Let's take the alligator out of the pool. What if he didn't know how to swim?
I mean, they would have learned.
I feel like
it was 1980.
I feel like he may have known how to swim just because that's why they pushed him in, just to piss him off.
No, you can't go based on that. You cannot base it on these kids that thought he knew how to swim.
But weren't they siblings? Because they both ran like, "Mom, mom, mom."
If they were siblings,
that's
an even more fucked up thing.
They ran inside saying, "Mom, mom, mom."
Then it's fucked up. Like, those kids are screwed from now on. They're meth heads right now.
Right,
if alive.
Right to meth.
Toothless and fucking skin pitted, and
they can't do it. How do you deal with that? You murdered your brother by pushing him in a pool with an alligator, blindfolded. Like, yeah, you can't live with that. I couldn't live with that. I'd be done. Thank God I never did that to anybody.
So, yeah, but how often have you had the opportunity to push somebody in a pool with an alligator in it?
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm just glad it never happened.
I'm glad it never happened too, Mick. I hope it never happens either. If you ever get that opportunity, you see it. Just don't push people in pools anymore, anybody. I grew up
in a city. This movie proves that they were in the city. What am I supposed to say? How about let's get to the other kid. How about when that fucking alligator busts out of the sewer onto the street? I love that. Yeah, it was in the trailer too. I love that. That was like the big selling point. That scene.
It's right here.
Yeah, that's the poster.
Or no, that's the. Yeah.
This is when it busts out of the sidewalk.
That's right. When it busts out the side of the wall. That's right.
When everybody's playing baseball. And that kid straight up runs inside, looks down, sees it walking, grabs a butcher knife, and runs back after it. There's 30 cops standing there because it just murdered a cop in front of him. There's 30 cops standing there. Not one of them stops this kid with the fucking butcher knife going to stab the fucking alligator.
Hey, now we know that cops don't stop. Never mind.
That's fair. They don't stop the white kids. I know.
Fuck the Tyler
I'll say it. They don't stop the white kids with the knives. We know
Y'all ain't shit.
but hits up with that part though. So he goes inside. His mother, he's yelling at mom. There's a that big alligator's outside. She has a beer in one hand and the phone in the other.
She had the phone in a Schlitz. Not even a good beer. They had Schlitz. She had the tall boy Schlitz in her hand.
I've never had that shit before. Probably don't want it.
Don't do it.
But she's on the phone, you know, blah, 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 blah. It was like the typical 80s single mom kind of vibe for the movies.
Yeah.
It was either the one which she seems like a mother doesn't pay attention, the damsel in distress, the mother with the, you know, she has a kid but she's always getting something's going on. I mean, besides now a lot of horror movies did do women good because they had the final girls, but a lot of 80s movies, you watch them, man, and it's like these women have no power, which women are very strong creatures. But I'm just saying, I'm just like, damn, they always got to be saving everything.
Yeah,
and with this, but
like
no, what I was
you
saying
watch
with this,
Steel.
she was just not paying. She was just not paying attention. Like she, like her son, Mick. How old is your oldest child, if you don't mind me asking?
10.
So if he grabs a
He
knife
was
and
10.
runs
He was
outside,
about
you're not gonna just be like, yeah, blah, blah. You're gonna drop your fucking phone. Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Where do you think you're going?
This is the 80s, man.
That
I
would
feel like
literally
it's
be
the
a situation like that. It would be hard for me to think that would even happen. Like that
No, I'm
they
not
could
putting
even
it on
do
you
it.
like that,
But
but just to,
I grew up in a situation where I could have done that as a kid. I could have absolutely done that. Either my parents were working, or they were never paying attention. I could have run around with a fucking butcher knife when I wanted.
But I mean,
I believe in 1980, this kid could just roll out with a butcher knife.
But I mean, with your parents standing right there
now, no. Well,
no, even
I don't know.
even
There's
back
a lot
in
of
the
fucking
80s,
crazy kids.
you're. No, I mean, so let's just use you because you use as an example. You in the 80s, in this time, your mother standing right there talking on the phone. You just grabbing a knife and going outside with it. I don't think she's gonna. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think she's gonna. She's gonna just stand there on the phone. Right? My mother would throw the phone at.
I would say there's if she saw me, yeah. But I would say there's a 70-30 chance when I was a kid I could have walked out the same way.
Oh,
Got it.
Oh yeah.
Like she would probably be intensely in a conversation, and like I just roll in, don't say anything, or I say mom, and she's like, leave me alone, and I grab the knife and I roll out. What the fuck are you gonna do with a knife against a 35-foot fucking alligator? I don't know. I don't know who this kid thought he was.
He was out for blood, bro. He was like, came for me and my
what
boy.
blood? The alligator didn't kill anybody he knew.
It really didn't.
I would understand if like his friends all got eaten.
He fucked up the game, bro. Like you fucked up the game. Homie was about to Babe Ruth the shit out of that. You know what I'm saying?
He did do that. But yeah, that's right, because all of his friends got away. They took off. He ate the one cop. And
the cop was an idiot. Like, get out on the other side.
I was thinking that the whole time. Like, how the fuck did he get out on the other side? He didn't even
We had this conversation yesterday.
He did not even try to get out on the other side. And then he finally decides to hop out the window. Like, if you can't open the door once, you see this big gator, try to get out on the other side. Bust the window out, something, and then just take off. Because the fire was like, it was on the other side, but it was further away from the car. So it wasn't like it would be different if that car was on fire on the other side. And it's like, well, fuck. I have no other choice.
No.
And the 80s with the explosions. The 80s, 90s, both movies with the explosions. Which was I forgot which movie it was. One of these two, where the car hits something and just explodes like instantly. Boom! I'm like, that doesn't happen.
Movies like this birthed Michael Bay.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Then he was like, let me take it a step further, a few steps further.
They used a couple sticks of dynamite. I need a megaton. Like, bring me a truckload.
Yep.
The thing I really liked about this, like, because we talked about the big ending with at the party where it's eating everybody, but I think the thing I liked about this the most was how they did it. You know, it made sense. He set it up right. He got the bomb out of evidence. He knew he was going to need it. He went down into the sewer where it was and set the bomb up. And I really liked when the woman's parked over the man.
Yes.
And like that tense moment where he's like, move, get out of the way. Like, and she had to rush up and tell her to move the car and all this shit. And like, just everything came right down to the wire.
Yep.
And I just thought it was really well done.
She jumped in the lady's car because she was like, I can't move the truck. She's like, put it in reverse. She opens the door, pushes her over, jumps in the car. The truck finally moves and she just drives the car up the street some. Then he comes out and, you know, I'm just like, I'm not mad at that because I know people, you're going to say it's ridiculous because the whole situation, but it's a realistic reaction to just think of somebody that you care about that's trapped in the sewer for whatever reason. and this car's parked on the manhole that they're trying to get out of. Just don't even have the whole explosion. Don't even have all the other silly shit with it. Just that alone to be yo, move the fuck out of the fucking way, or you're gonna. I'll drag you out this fucking car. I don't care if it's yours. I just need you to move off this fucking manhole. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
I thought it was really good, and all coming down, and you're watching it tick down, and like he's like desperately trying to push the thing up with his shoulder, and it literally like it's getting down from 2, and his leg is still in the manhole.
Yep.
You know, like it was really like, and they didn't waste time. Like as soon as he was out, they dropped to the ground and blew up,
which I liked. I liked how they didn't waste, because you know how movies will say like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, they'll be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but there's still like 35 seconds left for them to get all the way across the street and fucking hide in the cars. Yeah, I'm like, okay, man. That fucking 45 seconds, that minute that you just gave them was longer than the whole bomb was. The bomb was only 45 seconds, but you gave them a full minute to get to safety.
I feel like we're on a countdown right now. Like we have to finish our review before Chris finishes his dinner.
Oh, I'm just hungry. Don't mind me.
No, I don't care. I please, by all means, eat. But we have to finish our review before he finishes. Or make him spit it up. What can we do? Weed Wolf Part 2.
Damn!
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I rewatching Alligator, I'm so glad I did. I like this movie so much.
I'm glad I want to thank you for both of these films, because I've never seen either one of them before. I'm not mad I watched either one of them. I don't know when I would watch them again. Maybe one of my random animal horror things or something. We'll see. But it's just they're not. I don't know if there's honestly another animal movie, and even Jaws. I don't watch it that often. Sometimes I watch it once a year. Sometimes I watch it every few years. But there's not very many animal horror movies, which I want this to change, that I go back to and watch every single year. Like, even if it's just one film, I would like to have that one. Because I know people could, again, I'm just using Jaws. It's great, but it's still not like, it's a great film, but it's not like that entertaining to where you want to watch it all the time. And for me, just for me.
Oh, me? I'll watch it. Anytime it's on TV, I'll watch Jaws. I love Jaws.
See, if it's on, that's one thing. But for me to like go and watch it.
I've been in the theater every year since it's been playing in theaters. I will pull out the Blu-ray and watch it.
Okay, so you're a big fan of it.
That's like, it's one of those movies for me. So I get like if it's not for you, like I don't.
No, I get that. I get that. I'm just saying, I want an animal horror movie that's like that for me, to where, again, if it's an aquatic horror, every single summer I have to watch this movie. Jaws was that to an extent, but it was more so like line up with, which obviously is a cheat, but like Shark Week. But then I stopped watching Shark Week. Like I don't really watch it like I used to anymore. But
where's Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park
comes out tomorrow.
Comes out tomorrow.
The original Jurassic Park I can watch over and over again.
Yeah.
Again, now see, those are good. I enjoy it a lot. My wife loves the franchise, but like, I don't know, man. I just don't. There's just not that one for me. If again, same with those. Like if she's watching Jurassic Park movies, any of them, I can sit down and watch them with her. If it's on TV, I can sit down and watch it. But for me to just be like, you know what, I want to watch. Boom. Like I said, for Jaws, it was mainly during Shark Week, but I don't watch Shark Week like much anymore. And I don't know, man, because like, for example, like Friday the 13th. Anytime Friday the 13th comes up, I'll watch it, and then any other time I just feel it, because I know it's my favorite slasher. But Halloween. Like within that month, I'll watch Halloween. I'll watch Trick or Treat. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I'll watch like Thanksgiving. I watch that every single year. That Tuesday before Thanksgiving, every single year. That one in part 3.
You don't watch Blood Rage? I watch Blood Rage every Thanksgiving.
I don't. I've only seen it like twice. I've only seen it like twice. It's good though. It is good, but it just doesn't. You know what it is? I only watched it the 2 times. I think I watched it like a year apart. But I guess it's just something that doesn't really just draw me back into watching it every year. Maybe I gotta try.
I like Jurassic Park though. For me, is like what got me into wanting to be a filmmaker.
Oh, really? That's
when
awesome.
That scene when I'm 9 years old, sitting in the theater, and that scene. No, how old was I? I was 93, so I was 11 years old, not 9 years old. I'm sorry. In the theater, and that Brachiosaurus shows up on screen, and I'm looking up,
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
That's awesome.
Be a podcaster. No, but it got me into that love of creating and doing it and wanting to, and I worked in the film industry for years, so it brought me into that, and I just found my niche of what I like to do. And being a creator, because it wasn't about like, oh, I want dinosaurs to be real. It was like they created this out of nothing.
Yes.
And they created this moment of wonder out of nothing. And I love every bit of it. And
that's dope, though.
I'm such a purist for Jurassic Park, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I went and saw it at the drive-in because, again, if it's out, I will go see it.
Yeah.
But the drive-in in that scene cut its head off. The Brachiosaurus, because it's a drive-in theater. I mean, I don't fault them. It is what it is. But I left. I was like, you've just spoiled the scene that had such a huge impression on me. I left the theater. I left the drive-in. I was like, I can't do this. I can't watch a movie. So
wow,
damn. Fuck them. No.
What I really enjoy about that story, Mick, like a huge thing I enjoy about that story is that Jurassic Park, like you said, got you in the film. Creating film, being a creator, and it brought you like here, like literally even to this podcast to an extent because you became a podcaster and all that other fun stuff. So that's dope that movie's what did that for you to bring you. And you know what movie it was. For me, like I don't know what movie it was that really drew me into horror and all that. I just know I just always, just since I was about 5 years old, I've told you guys this plenty of times, I follow my older brother around and my older cousins. I was actually just talking to them about it Memorial Day weekend because we had a little get together. And I was like, because of you guys, I have actually, because I was wearing my Horror with Source 30 shirt, my cousin was talking about it. And I was like, because of you guys, I have this shirt, this podcast, technically, because you guys got me into horror. I just took it further than, and I was like, you know what's funny is I remember watching these things as like a kid. And like once I got old enough to where I was allowed to watch them, or my mother really didn't care, but still complained, like, why are you watching these stupid movies and this and that and the third and all this other, how parents are. And now look, it's like, Mom, I'm doing something. I'm trying to, do something more with it. So you should have let me watch more horror and play more video games. Yeah. Yep. Just saying. What do you want to be when you grow up? Look, I'm working on it right now. I'm watching Jason right now, and then I'm getting ready to play Super Nintendo next. So, yeah. But no, seriously, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you guys else? Does anybody have anything else to say about
don't lie to me.
Films?
Did everybody give their ratings on this one?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I gave it 8,
6, and 7.
Gotcha.
I was looking at James's rating. It's just an X there because he.
Yeah, and just like really big reptiles. You know what you should do? You should have a week, or a month or whatever dedicated to animal movies. Kind of like a Shark Week, but like maybe like Animal Month, and have a wheel of your favorite ones, like the birds or whatever else, even if they're not your favorites, and then just watch those.
I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Get your themes going.
I would definitely do an animal because I actually want to do an animal horror wheel. That's funny you say that, but I want to do like. For that, I actually do want to do like decent movies. I don't want to do too shitty. I want to do actually decent to good movies, just because I want to see really good. Again, I want that one. I don't count Thanksgiving because it's a horror comedy. I don't take that serious, but I want that one really good animal horror film to where I can just go back and like, oh shit, I need to watch this again. I need to watch this more. I need to just watch this around this time of year for whatever reason it is. So that's a good idea.
Thank you.
This guy makes it.
I don't have any other good ideas.
That's fine. That's fine.
God damn it, Chris! Throw something out.
He's thinking.
My shit don't get picked. My shit gets like, nah, that's boring. That's too good of a movie. I got the opposite effect. I pick movies that are good, and it's like, nah, that's boring.
No, you picked the one movie you picked was the opera movie. That was decent at best.
That was not the only one
that I can remember. Yeah.
Exactly. That's my point. Was not my only one. His selective ass memory.
You should have your patrons. Have your patrons do. You know how we do my patron of the month, and like they win a prize.
Yes,
You
sir.
do a patron of the month, and that patron. No, Plot Roast, you get to pick a movie. We also do a monthly prize giveaway. So you will probably be winning a prize at some point. But if you do, yeah, like where we pick one name out of the hat, and that month somebody won. Like last month it was Stacy. She won. She's really into, like, she works at a cat shelter, save cats and stuff like that. So I got her a shirt that said, all I want to do is pet my cat and watch horror movies. I design the gifts to the person.
Look at this guy. He's such a sweetheart.
Jesus Christ.
No, it really is.
Yeah, so
I don't want. Listen, Mick.
You should have.
I don't want a Blood Lake shirt. I don't want a Blood Lake shirt.
No, I'm not. I didn't make the shirt. I found the shirt.
All right. I'm just saying.
You're gonna get a Blood Lake copy of VHS signed by. Oh, I forgot to tell you who worked in Alligator.
Oh yeah. So what was that?
He worked in the sewers setting up the set design. It was Bryan Cranston.
Really?
Yeah. Bryan Cranston worked on the movie behind the scenes.
Wow.
You're shitting me.
Do you know who Bryan Cranston is?
He went from a good father and Malcolm in the Middle to a drug dealer. Right? That's Bryan Cranston?
To a very bad father.
That's true.
No, he went from a guy who sets up sewers to a good father and a bad father.
That's true. I mean, Reese put him over the edge. Kid's always fucking up.
Little known fact is Bryan Cranston's nephew, I believe, is actually Billy the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers.
Yep.
Wow. Nice things tonight. That's awesome.
Yep.
Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers. Oh man.
Yep. I mean, that theme song is just all right, man. You have fun. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you agreeing with me. It makes me continue to feel normal in this world.
I do. And listen, the only reason Blood Lake wins is because Weed Wolf is so bad. I'm not going to let anybody get a T-shirt and mug off of it. Nobody's allowed to have it. And also, I don't want that the one being pushed.
Oh, Weed Wolf.
Yeah.
Let's give me Blood Lake. Like I said, guys, now it's just. I'm going to be honest. So if.
Say it all the time.
I don't know why I want. Forget it.
I say it all the time. Bad movies are like the boogeyman. There's no need to give him energy. Don't feed Freddy by talking about him. Don't talk about the bad movies. There's a reason people want to come to see, and they want to know which movies to stay away from, which movies are worth their time. And that's how I feel about podcasting. But whatever.
Yeah. Again, a lot of horror fans that I know, they hear a horrible movie, that let me go check it out. Can't be that bad. Okay.
Oh, I will tell you guys, we are at 777 subscribers.
Yes.
Counting.
Yes.
We need to get to 1,000, so then we'll do the watch along.
I can't fucking wait. I have your movie. I got to just hook up my PS3 in my room and in the living room, the other one in the living room, because I want to watch that.
So bad.
I can't wait to fucking watch it. I wish I could do a watch party
PS4.
with it. That too.
You can.
I'm like, your PS4 is right in front of you. What the hell?
Because you know what it is, Chris. One, I'm high. Two, I was thinking about hooking up the PS3s in the living room and in my room, just so if me and the wife want to watch a movie, we don't have to be up here. If I want to watch it for the Blu-ray player, if I'm not moving the PS4 downstairs.
You're not helping the cause, man. Stop using that as the excuse for everything. You're not helping us other stoners that are productive and high tolerance.
No, I'm just, I was thinking of a bunch of things. I was being productive earlier, mentally.
I'm going to leave off with this, though. Everybody go look at the posters for Alligator and Alligator 2, and it's a perfect representation of the movies, because the first one, you clear as day see an alligator coming out at you. In the second one, you kind of see an alligator, but you see a lot of people. And that is a perfect representation because, yes, you see a lot of an alligator in the first one, and in the second one, you might see
a lot of people. That's
true.
A tail.
You see a tail come out every once in a while.
You do see a tail. You see an alligator basically on a big ass skateboard. You don't see a skateboard at a time, but you can tell it's on something just cruising. Because they don't they could have just had the legs moving, just something. They were just literally however they were, but they were just still as shit in that shot. And this thing is fucking flying. It's just
They put it on an RC car, a gas-powered RC car. But the
I know they have like their little short bursts, but this shit was running for a while.
Oh my god. Dude.
By far, my favorite scene in part 1 is when he comes up out of the fucking sewer, and the ground breaking and shit. It just gave me that fucking Jaws vibe.
Yeah.
Him coming through the ship and shit, and I was just like, oh shit! Favorite scene in the entire movie.
Yeah, that's
great.
Legit.
Yeah, it was.
I gotta poop.
All right, let's wrap this up. So Chris doesn't poop on himself again.
When did I poop on myself?
You used to when you were a baby. Maybe.
Go check out the Scene Snobs.
ScreenSnobs.com. There's a lot of cool shit on there. Bring your asses on over there.
Definitely. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Check them out. I'm the worst damn gamer ever. You can come and check out all of my content, my gaming stuff, these podcasts here that I continue to do. But you can catch all the short form content on TikTok and Instagram as well. You can catch me on Facebook, Twitch. That's pretty much where I stream all the gaming content. These podcasts I end up putting up after the fact. But thank you guys for all the support. I'm one person away on my 500 journey for TikTok, and I'm at 212 followers right now on Twitch. So thank you for everybody coming through. Had about 10 people in my chat today. Y'all rock. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because y'all keep motivating me. So thanks. You can also go check out Dreams the Creator on his Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Pretty much anything in the digital scope, whether it's photography, audio, video. If you need help with it, he can help you with it. He's helped us with our overlays and our logos. He's helped us get our game together with pretty much everything for the streaming process. He can teach you how to do it himself. He's got classes he's working on as well. If you need him to catch a priceless moment, he's the man for you. Let him know Sir Sturdy or Worst Damn Gamer sent you. He'll hook you up with a dope-ass price. Our boy up in Canada, also part of the Z Network, Kyle, the Angry Canadians, running So Good It's Scary. Actually just referred somebody over who said they're just starting their video process or their film journey now. So he might be hitting you up soon, Sturdy. If you drop in, if you got a project, 30 minutes or less, and it's in the horror realm, you can throw it up around Facebook. It'll give us permission to actually do a review on it. If you want to be a part of it, reach out to Sir Sturdy. If you need to find him, he'll let you know in just a second where to. But Kyle, thanks for doing what you're doing there. And then our other homie, any last words? Joe, the host over there, she's the Queen of Darkness. She's got origin stories. She's got recipes. She's got ghost stories. She just started her own horror magazine. So go check her out and support her on her Patreon. Boom. Any last words? He's got an edition right there for you guys. You can catch her on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok with some more interactive stuff as well. So go check her out and make sure you let her know your homies at the Z Network sent you.
And as Chris was just saying, for those of you who send those horror shorts, you can send them to Kyle at So Good It's Scary. You can even send them to his Gmail, sogooditscary@gmail.com. That's what the gentleman did earlier that Chris referred. But we'll review them right here on Horror Research 30, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Go to horrorresearch30.com. You'll get all my links and all that other great stuff. Move on over to Popcorn and Pints, 9 o'clock Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, where we review 2 movies and figure out how these 2 movies connect. This Saturday, we're reviewing Collateral and Garden State. So check that out.
Wildly different movies.
Wildly.
Love them.
Wildly.
Love it.
And then Stories from a Bar. And actually, he's going to be live on his Facebook page tomorrow interviewing a band, an independent band. So make sure you guys check that out, Stories from a Bar. But you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere else in podcast, Stories from a Bar. You're going to get a great time with that. Once again, people, thank you guys for tuning in, watching, listening, past, present, or future. Well, can't really be in the past. Well, I don't.
And keep in mind, watch Blood Lake and Weed Wolf, and you will get sex.
Not from me, though. You'll get sex from somebody, but not from me. I have nothing to do with that.
Chris will just tell you, fuck you.
There you go. I'll see you in your nightmares. And we're watching The Crow Tuesday. We're going to be reviewing The Crow, so that's good. That's good. Peace.